Hey y'all, happy Quick Question Friday. Okay, so today's question because I get it a lot and I never realize how much I get it, and I'm like, okay, let me just do a video on this, right? So I've been asked a lot about shopping music. So I want to answer the question of why I do not shop music. The honest to God truth is, y'all, I think it's a con, and I don't want to con y'all. I don't believe that there is any real way for me as an attorney to guarantee to you that even if, let's say for instance, an A&R person, let's just say A&R at Republic, they got your music, I put your music in front of them, that they're actually going to like it and want to be introduced to you and signed to you. So you've now paid me, and yes, I may have made the introduction, but now they're not interested, and I come back to you and say, well, you know, I've shopped it to, let's say, 5 different A&R reps that I know, and nobody's interested in it. And you've paid me, let's say, $500, $1,000, whatever the fee is, even if it's $20, you've paid me, and now I have not been able to guarantee that anything is going to happen with your music and under the guidelines of I have shopped your music. So that's one of the reasons I don't do it. I don't really see how it is really a good return on your investment for me to shop it, for me not to really be able to say anything has happened to it. By saying, okay, well, you know, other people say, well, you shop it because that's a way for, let's say, my connections with the A&Rs to get acquainted with your music. Well, with that being said, a lot of the A&Rs, they like organic introductions. They want to be introduced to your music organically by me just saying, oh yeah, I have listened to your music, I like your music, and hey, you know, so and so, listen to this artist is like really dope. Not because I'm trying to sell them on it, or because I have a list of artists that I'm now shopping music for, so I'm in a sense, you know, kind of forcing it down their throat, but genuinely because I rock with the music and I'm listening to it, and they just so happen to be interested in what I'm listening to, versus me creating an email blast or a list of, you know, artists that now I am shopping and sending it out. You get ignored that way, guys, right? The other reason, in the age of 2020 and social media, you have just as much access as I do to the A&R reps at the labels that you want to be introduced to. Get into their DMs, find their email addresses. These people are not unattainable. I understand there's a lot of, I call it, you know, other white noise. There are a lot of other artists trying to get their attention, but it is not impossible. Network, get out to some of these music events during COVID, and I don't know how this is going to look moving forward. As we transition and really figure out how you do, you know, new music events where the A&R reps will be there, you know, talking, and so you have an opportunity to speak with them after they've, you know, done a panel or what have you. But to me, that is the best way to get those introductions. You have just as much access as I do, but you got to use your resources in order to get it. The other reason I don't shop music, because honestly, I believe, you all, that you should be using that money for other resources. Use that to market yourself, brand yourself, file a trademark application with me, do things like that, copyright your music with me, market your music, do things like that to help build your brand. Shopping the music to try to get an introduction that may not lead to anything, in my opinion, is a waste of time and resources versus you really investing in your brand and doing tangible things, like I said, trademarking, copyright, making sure, you know, if you are running your own label, your entity is set up, making sure your publishing is properly set up, things like that that are tangible that I can assist with, contracts with the producers that you're working with. Those type of things really create a true business minded artist versus being worried about, okay, well, if you shop my music and I can just get somebody to hear it. No, invest in yourself. Put your music out on the YouTube, on the Facebook, on the Instagram, wherever your biggest platform is, TikTok or whatever, and eventually you won't need to shop it. That won't be an issue because people will be coming to you genuinely. They will be coming to you organically. That brings up another point. Even if people are shopping your music, if you don't have an organic following, because that's what they're looking for, they want to see that organically people are engaged on your platform. You have, you know, you hate to be like, oh, you have to have a certain amount of followers, but in a sense that does show organic engagement, and that's what, now I'm sure, especially that's going to be a very, you know, pressing thing to look at Because to make that investment into you as an artist, they want to see that people genuinely already find your music interesting, find you interesting as a person. All of those things play into it. So invest in that versus, you know, calling around saying, hey, can you shop my music? I personally, once again, think it's a con, but that's just me. So with that being said, I hope y'all have a great Friday. As always, if you need help with any of your entertainment law matters, not just music, television, and film, feel free to give me a call. Y'all have a great Friday. Bye.